It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the London Black Knights.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. First down. It's Gibson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Allen now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
The drive will start with an option going left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. On second down, Wilson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Incomplete.
Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. This is intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
At the 18-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and
on 3rd down. It's Gibson, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And Ron Rivera, he's going to keep the offense on the field. They're going for it.
22 is coming, 22 is coming. Mark. I got you. 22, Mark 22. Let's go. Switch.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And this one is right through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. And now it's third down.
It's third down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Sims. 51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That'll wind up as a loss on the play. So now they're staring at a third down and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A big play there. 85 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
They're on 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action now. Wilson. Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Seattle.
47's the mark, boy. 47. Check, 47. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Check three.
On first down, it's Carson. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad, and he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he gets it down to the 32. That catch good for only a couple.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
$10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
10. Seahawks, nothing.
We never know just when it's our time and legends are gone and we don't know why. So before they go, look here, go toast. So give them a rose while they still alive. I'm feeling like Will. I feel like a prince. I'm feeling myself. I'm loaded with bills. Cause I was a blessed with no one who fell. Don't know how it feels. I wanted to flex and go to the gym. I'm making a flip. My life is a flick.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he'll go down at the 28.
Chris Carson.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Black Knights 10, Seahawks 7. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. The 30. Still going. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Antonio Gibson, touchdown number 15 of the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Black Knights 17, Seahawks 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the 29, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Play action. Now Wilson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
First down.
So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 47-yard line.
Wilson will throw again. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. They go play action with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Jim, 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 Jim.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And he's going to go down again. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
In punt formation.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down.
Here's Muhammad. And he's got some space here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Seahawks.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
4-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's the backup, Jacoby Brissett. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there at 22. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Carson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jason Myers for the extra.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. You know.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback. first down throw for Brissett. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
20-yard line.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. This is Carson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Seahawks ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third down.
On third down, Wilson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They're going option play on third down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Carlos Dunlap able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 34-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Carson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Down at the 41.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun, Wilson, and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
3rd and long.
Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he'd stand in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Amazing, perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Complete.
Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Seahawks 27. Black Knights 17. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This is brought in by Gibson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Gibson. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
on second down. It's Love.
1-yard line.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Good.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. And he'll give it here to his running back. Room to run inside the 40. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 53 yards. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's second and goal. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
22's coming, 22's coming, Mike. Push him back. Push him back. That's 22.
Allen now on third and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21.
The Seahawks take over first and 10. At their own
coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Play action. It's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Welcome back now here in London. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. They'll run on first down. Carson, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. From the 41, Wilson, a pass underneath for Carson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone getting the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson, 20. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Seahawks, first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Muhammad, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 10-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Wilson to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Allen now on first down. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Whip, whip. Watch the whip. Watch twist. 79 Bronco.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He dropped it. couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
22, 22. Let's go.
Now Allen. Got to have this one. Touchdown! Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
Wilson's pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And 4 yards to go.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
Seattle.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now Wilson on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
He's back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
4-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Wilson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Wilson, he's going to keep it. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Seattle.
A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Seahawks 34. Black Knights 31. Michael Dixon to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. On 1st down, it's Gibson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Gibson. Past the 20. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. And you mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Brought down back at the 30.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the home team here, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.